this is what we want to do. We want to give a chance Kenyans for them to choose the leader they want. Either it is presidential or it is governor, senatorial. And where we go wrong, please tell us.
Yes.
Because this exercise, like I said, is not just for IBC. Even the public, they have also got a role for them to play. At the polling station, you need to exercise due care to see what is happening there. At the talent center, for those who are going to be there, exercise due care, observe. If there are any issues, please bring them to the fore. It is that way that we can be able to have a credible election. So thank you very much for that request, and we actually take it very seriously. That is what we expect to do.
All right. Thank you, boss, and you can keep calling. And Vokes Kevo, he engages us online on Twitter. He asks, and there's two questions here. Ask your guest, Bona IBC CEO, number one, no physical register. What happens to voter whose biometrics won't be recognized? For example, if no fingers or fingers are not recognized, that's one question. And number two, if Sonko is cleared and Supreme Court find him to be impeached constitutionally, what will happen? That is from Kevo.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. The question of no physical register, it's a decision that our commission has taken, and it's basically to stop the abuse that has been happening by using the physical register, because it gives opportunity for the polls officials at the polling stations to actually abuse that register, because you're able to know who has voted, who has not, and then with that, then you can now be able to use that information for the purpose of performing illegal activities. So there is the register that you see, physical register, is exactly a replica of what is actually in the KIMS kit. In the KIMS kit, we have the physical register, and we are going to use biometrics for the purpose of identifying voters.
Yes.
You must come with your original ID and your passport, the document that you use to register. And then after that, we'll now allow you
original ID and passport.
And passport.
Okay.
And ID or passport, whichever document that you used to actually to register with.
Yes.
Because it's allowed. So you must come with the original of those documents. If you came with there's a possibility that you used during registration, you use a passport that has now expired. Please, if it is expired, come with the old one as well as the new one, so that we're able now to link the two, so that we don't disenfranchise, we actually give an opportunity for you to vote. Because the law requires that during registration, it is actually a valid document that should be used. So if it was valid passport, and by the time you are going to the next election, that passport, you didn't get an opportunity to go and change the particulars, please come with your original passport that you used to register, and also the current one that you are using, both of them, so that you are not denied a chance for you to vote. But for the purpose of identification, there are various methods. The default method is to use the biometrics. But in case, for example, you don't have fingers,
yes,
you can still be able to use your ID after identifying that. After identifying that the person who is presenting himself here is the same person who is actually appearing in the ID, we can now be able to use now the ID details to actually get your records.
So that is sorted.
Yeah, we can use MRZ to actually pull the information. We can see your photo. We can see the person who is actually in front of us, and we can be able to make a decision. Over and above that, in case there's going to be, because you see, technology can also fail.
Yes.
We have provided for backups at ward level. Enough backup, because during polling day, you have got very little time for you to start checking whether what's happening. So what in case there is any challenge, we'll basically just replace the device.
Yes.
It's just a matter of removing the SD card, because the SD card is the one that has the information,
yes,
and slotting it in the new KIMS kit, and we are good to go.
Just before we take the next caller, and I'll still talk about the 1,111 polling stations that have connection network issues, but Kevo also asks, if Sonko is cleared and Supreme Court find him to be impeached constitutionally, what will happen?
If Sonko is cleared,
yes,
first of all, cleared by the Dispute Resolution Committee,
yes,
because I can say the case is still continuing. Initially, I think there was a preliminary objection.
Okay.
So he's supposed now to come back again based on the information that we just saw.
Okay.
We are going to follow the law. But in case it happens that he's cleared and the Supreme Court says otherwise, or maybe the case said otherwise, because according to us, when a person is impeached. The law is very clear.
Yes.
And therefore, I want to believe that if we, on our part, we cleared, and nobody actually contests, this person is just going to go to the ballot.
Okay.
But if any other person basically contests and then it goes to the other level of courts, then it's going to be determined, and by the time it is determined, we'll know actually whether Sonko is going to be on the ballot or not.
Even after the ballot has been printed?
Those possibilities actually happened.
Okay.
And we had situations whereby we had already printed, but because of the ruling, we had to reprint again.
Okay, all right.
So that possibility is there, but we want to avoid that because it's very costly for the country.
Daniel